The river of my heart has finally broken free. My eyes are open and now I can finally see. The river of my heart has finally broken free. For eternity. Dilkadaria Bahigaya. The river of my heart is finally broken free. Rahme tuja tu mil gaya. Beep 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 beep. Okay, so anyways, I was like trying to make a video earlier, but you know, like my equipment failed me. What a surprise. You know, it's like you know, like the best equipment, but if you don't have like the luck, like, and something it just doesn't work out for one reason or another. That's what I noticed. Like my microphone or whatever was working perfectly, you know, all these times, and all of a sudden it just decided not to, and it kept cutting out, and it got to the point where in the end it wouldn't even, like, you know, it just made this like weird noise, like it wouldn't even like work at all, like at least before it was working, but whatever. Beep 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 beep. So that got me thinking. I'm like, maybe I should kind of mention that and be like, yo, you know, like, do you guys believe in signs? Like, you know, like the universe trying to tell you something. Like, for the microphone to not be working kind of tells me that, hey, time to leave ASMR, boy. You know what I mean? Or it's time to retire or something. I think that's what it means. But whatever, at least we had high quality videos. Like, even if it was for just a very short and brief moment in time, at least one or two videos were actually high quality with perfect sound and perfect visuals, I guess. And I don't know, you know. Of course, it's not 4K anymore either, because like if the sound's not really working, then you know what's really the point? Like, I could, but it would take forever and a sake. I'd rather have like the whole combo package, you know. And somebody did mention even 720p looks good with proper lighting, so I got the lights on, and I think they were kind of right actually. I can't really tell much of a difference myself, but I don't know. Beep beep, 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 beep. So, what does the future hold for this channel now that the equipment has started to fail? I think that's a huge sign that, like, you know, like, I'm done with the ASMR now. You know what I mean? Like, and I should just leave all this, I don't know, that's what I think it's trying to tell me, but could be wrong. Like I wasted so much time trying to record and make that nonsense work. It just kept failing me over and over again. And I could have just made like at least one video by that time. Like all the time that I wasted with that. But the river of my heart has finally broken free. What rhymes with free? Let's just make our own version of that song because the lyrics were not translated properly in my opinion. Free, B, C. Okay. The river of my heart has finally broken free. I'm wide awake and now I can see. Yes, this is from Australia. I think I mentioned like I got the magazine from there before, but just in case. So disappointed that the damn thing stopped working. Like I wasted so much money on it, yo. Like it might not seem like a lot to someone, but to me, like for this thing to not even like function, that was a waste of money. Yes, I'm talking about the Yeti. The Yeti, huh? Yeah, the shitty Yeti, yo. That's let me down more than it has helped me. Oh, Weight Watchers. Cause I'm a big fatty boom boom now. Not the jacked, muscular bodybuilder that I used to be. Once upon a time, many moons ago. You know? Speaking of which, I was actually like the biggest person in college, like most muscular, if not just the second biggest. But you know, but the other person took steroids, but I was just this big naturally. You know how I know they took steroids? Cause like we ended up becoming friends because like we were like the biggest people, right? And like so like my buddy was asking me, he's like, yo, like, what steroids do you take? I'm like, yo, bro, what? I don't take anything. I couldn't believe it. And then he tried to, like, ask me if I wanted to buy steroids and how he has them and how he can sell it to me or something. I think he was trying to sell me, like, Deca-Derbalin or some nonsense. I'm like, nah, yo, that's messed up. I'm good. But yes, that was a compliment, yo. Like, you know, being big as like someone on steroids, or like, yeah, not like basically like being like as big as someone on steroids and having them impressed and think that I was on steroids when I clearly wasn't. That felt good. And yeah, but I guess that's because I had big orexia, right? Like I didn't think I was big enough ever. I always was like, I gotta get bigger. And then sometimes when I look back at old videos or photos, it's like, holy shit, bro. I don't even know it was that big. You know? And now it's like, I miss it because I used to get so much attention from the ladies, you know? But I guess, yeah, I don't know. It's like, had I known and appreciated what I had, like how hard I'd worked by lifting all those heavy weights and eating so much for such a long time to get like that, right? I should have maintained it, you know? Now I'm like a big fatty boom boom, and it's like, had I just maintained that muscle mass that I had, and you know, that whole mindset of and kept working out, who knows like what level I would have been at now. And even if I would have just stayed the same, at least that was a much better look than like how I feel now, you know? So like everywhere I went, like, yeah, like women would like throw themselves at me, you know? And like I could say like the dumbest things, and like girls would get turned on and like want me, or like tell others to like give me their number. They'd be like, oh, like, can you give him my number, or give him my number, or whatever, right? And I used to be like, yo, just give her mine. Like, I can't be bothered to text someone, you know? So, no, this is true stories, y'all, not BSing. So, yeah. But, and then, yeah, you know? So it felt good, but I didn't really care about any of them, to be honest. I was just like, you know, I don't know. But then it's like, you know, you can't really expect me to care, because they clearly just wanted like me for the physique, right? Like, and I remember this one time I was gonna go bang this chick or whatever. Shit, can I even talk about this? Because I think little kids might be watching this too. But like, what I mean by bang is like, I banged my foot on the table on the way to see someone or whatever. Anyways, so, you know, as I was about to like, you know that, and with this chick or whatever, like, and it was at her friend's house, right? And her friend was like, oh, just start doing things here, right? And she wanted to like stay there and watch, and I actually think she wanted to join in, to be honest, because she was like, okay, you know, because like there was clearly other rooms there we could have just went in, but she was like, oh yeah, let's just, you know. And then she wanted to like watch and I guess get in on the action, but I wasn't really into her, so I just took the girl. The other one. And like I was like, oh, let's just like go outside or whatever, and then just went for a ride in my car without actually turning on the car, if you know what I mean. Damn, is this too dirty for YouTube? I hope like the parents or whatever don't get mad if like they like selected this channel for their kids to watch. Cause like it's like some videos are so innocent and like, you know, PG rated, and then like out of nowhere sometimes I throw these like bombs, you know. And yeah, so I guess that would probably, you know, explain the fluctuations in subscribers all the time. Or I guess like some people just think I'm egotistical or whatever, so that could probably also be a reason. Or some people don't like the stuff I say at times, but it's fine, you know. But yeah, but you know, yeah, so it was fun times, you know. And Like, you gotta understand, I got, like, you know, I'd have these girls throwing themselves at me, like, even, like, the first time I would meet them. Like, it was crazy, man. Like, this one girl was, like, engaged, and her fiance was, like, I don't know, like a really rich engineer or something. But, and she, like, we were in class together, and, like, we became, like, friends. Like, I just saw her, like, as one of my guy friends, right? Because I respect other people's, like, relationships and marriages and all that. So, but turned out she, like, started liking me. And, like, my friends would be, like our mutual friends. Like, you know, would be like, hey, bro. Like, she was asking me if you talk about her. And he's like, I said, no, like, of course you don't. I'm like, yeah, I'm like, that's weird. But I didn't really think much of it. But, yeah, all my friends used to, like, see right through it and used to, like, be like, yo, bro, like, she clearly likes you. And I used to just be like, nah, yo, like, she has a fiance, whatever the hell you guys talking about. And then, I guess, her desires got uncontrollable. And she would call me late at night and be like how she wants to be with me and how, like, she wants to, like, break her engagement off with her fiance and just be with me. Like, at first I kept, like, kind of, like, telling her, hey, like, you know, no, it's like, you know, you're just my friend. Like, you know, I told her that so many times. But then every time, every night, she would still somehow call me pretending like, oh yeah, hey, what's up? But then she would get into all these things. And I told them, like, hey, listen, like, you know, and, like, you have a fiance and all that, you can't be doing that. And then she was like, oh, she doesn't care, she wants to be with me. And then she just wants to take the ring off and break it off with her fiance or whatever. I don't know if I mentioned the story before, right? And then at that point I was like, yo, man, I gotta, like, you know, I can't, like, be ruining some poor guy's, like, marriage plans and stuff. Like, if this guy put a ring on this chick's finger, clearly he must give a shit. You know? And yeah, so, you know, I didn't want to ruin the relationship. Like, she used to, like, randomly, like, talk about her, like her private parts, and, like, used to, like, tell me about them and, like, describe them and be like how, like, she's, like, what kind of, like, you know, part she has, like, how it is, like, or, like, you know, how big or tight it is or whatever. Like, you know what I'm talking about. Can't, like, get into details, even if this feels like too much, right? And I used to be like, alright, like, you know what I mean? But yeah, and then she wouldn't get the hint. Like, I fully told her, like, I don't know how much more clear I could have been. And then one day, like, she calls again and she's like, hey, like, oh, I want to just break up with my fiance, I want to be with you, I want to marry you and all this shit, right? And I told them, like, yo, and she's like, how she wants to just take the ring finger, not the ring finger off, like, the ring off her finger, right? And call everything off. And I told them, like, and that's when I just had to be, like, straight up. So I was like, hey, listen, like, you take that ring off, you know, I told him, like, yo, this poor guy, like, I'm like, he's, like, working his ass off and shit just to marry you, and he put a ring on your finger. This is what you're gonna give him in return? And then she's like, oh, she doesn't care, she just wants to be with me, and how she just wants to take the ring off and call things off and all that, right? You know what I told her? I was like, hey, listen, like, you can take the ring off if you want, right? But just know this, like, I'm not gonna put a, like, ring on that finger. You know what I mean? Like, you'll just be ruining shit for yourself. And I thought she got the hint. She's like, okay, fine, whatever. But she did not get the hint. This kept going on and on until, like, you know, I just, like, I don't know, like, you know, I guess cussed her off. Cause, like, I was like, I don't want to be, like, a homewrecker. It's fucked up. And then, this is a weird chick, sir, yo. Like, then she, like, you know, told her fiance or whatever after, like, I told her to, like, F off. You know, that I wasn't interested and, like, I don't want to be a homewrecker. Then she, like, told the fiance, who was a total dumbass, that, like, that I was, like, bothering her at school or whatever, even though I wasn't. Like, it was her, I was trying to talk to me. And then this guy, like, trying to be all tough, like, came to class and, like, sat with her. You know what I mean? Like, trying to, like, you know, like, show his presence or whatever. And I thought that was kind of weird. And, like, she, like, I think she kept looking at me, too. And, like, I guess she was just trying to make me jealous or some shit. It was so lame. And, yeah. But I think after that, she still kind of tried to talk to me. But she had gotten the hint that, yo, I don't play like that, you know. And I know you guys might be like, oh, you shouldn't have cussed her off. But, yo, honestly, this chick, she wouldn't, like, get the hint, like, and she was gonna ruin her life, you know, because, like, this guy was rich and shit, like, and me, like, I was just, like, a dumbass, still am, right, and, like, there was no future with me, to be honest, and I didn't want, like, to ruin her life and the guy's life. So, because of my great sacrifice of not taking the offer of free, you know, like not taking that offer up and just using this girl and, you know, getting whatever I wanted out of it, they actually ended up, like, staying together and getting married. And last time I, like, saw, like she has, like, I think she has a daughter now, too. So, you know, and she seemed happy. Like, well, I guess everybody looks happy in pictures, right? But at the end of the day, at least she doesn't have to worry about like money, right? Because the guy's rich, so, and she has, like, a kid or whatever too. So, yeah, I think I did the right thing. See, sometimes I do make right decisions. It's just far and few between, but when it is, you know, when it does happen, it's like I make, like, the greatest kind of things happen, or like I did. I'm not being cocky, yo, but, like, I was pretty much a matchmaker in her life. Like, I was, like, I played the role of the Cupid, yo. If it wasn't for me, like, see, I could have done the wrong thing. I could have used her, left her, had her ruin her relationship, and, you know, not even get married or whatever, and just, who God knows what she would have been doing by now, right? So, yeah, I chose not to ruin her life or the guy's life or their relationship because, you know, I don't know, I always kind of had respect for, like, marriage and all that shit. Yeah, so how's that story, you know? Yeah, I guess this is long enough, right?